both Cutler and Drone wait towards the safe side. They've got a crossfire, but huynh has cleared it out. They haven't even gone straight towards B. They're going back towards A, but as Cutler taps two players down, it's MkaeL from the back lines that finds the frag. The spike drop those hazed, catches them back on the lurk, and TSM are off to a flying start, but we settle in a 2 versus 2.
They have full advantage of sight, but that spike all the way in the back lines. Again, you've got to thank your lucky stars if you're TSM. Lining yourselves up with 50 seconds left in the round. So much time to work with here for Gen.G too if they wanted to make that full rotation in. But they're still looking to bang out main. Hazed around the corner. Has to be the X factor for this one. But in you go. The flash dragging out both players for that situation. But that... Oh... Was that supposed to be a fake? Right in front? But even then... GMD, last person remaining. Just that setup from MkaeL. I mean, you would have thought that he wanted to go for a safe setup, but now look at this. GMD doesn't go for the fake either. He tries to dedicate himself to the spike. Less antsy. They're more conservative, trying to stay down in the back lines. And now on C, you have Wardell with that hero operator trying to capitalize.
Oh, missing that second shot, or I guess you could say missing the first shot. The first one connected onto the Aljo, and Wardell has at least pushed them off of the site here. huynh has spotted out Subroza. MkaeL, he knows that there's a site for Tripwire here, but he's waiting for his team to catch up. You can't take a site alone, and I think they're starting to read into it. Cutler's starting to draw back over towards A alongside Drone. Wardell here as well. Cutler's got a stinger. It's not over yet here. That weapon can be deadly up close, and it's at least capitalized on one. huynh takes down Wardell. Drone has got another. huynh in mid-air tries to take him down, but the inaccuracy on it makes it a little bit difficult. Spike will go down. It's winnable here. 2 players alive. One has that goes, and Drone's at least got the operator. Some crisp shots need to be hit now as Drone up in the heavens tries to kick us off in this retake.
Revealing area.
Again, this is a rough hole. 2 in hell. That's unorthodox, but that's still going to allow for some spicy flanks, for some spicy trades. But even then, player 1, who just got shock darted, ends up taking down hazed. Still, the 2 players in hell sticking around, just trying to get this last frag onto Drone. They're not able to. And it's a little bit more of a default. You have one over towards mid. Doesn't have the spike with him. The run back, however, trying to make his way in is Subroza. Does catch himself one around the corner. Oh gosh, that was close. GMD still ends up getting the frag, but Subroza is still fishing for it. Puts out a couple of bullets, but GMD with a wide swing. Technically taking down Subroza twice. So now, even off that early pick, you still have a 4-on-4.
There's a player working up long. huynh scoped in garage. There's a tripwire there, and Cutler has the B site held in his watchful eyes. Their last 4 players work up garage. That tripwire has been tripped by the Owl Drone. Good use for it now as hazed tosses in the first Molotov, and it's the swing from huynh. A quick shot. Wardell trades it back alongside Cutler. The knives have been pulled out for both the Jets, but only one still stands. Cutler's dancing around the site, but he meets his maker as he goes back around, and player 1 has the headshot. 2 versus 2. The spike, it's stuck. It's in front of Wardell as well, and all he's got to do is sit tight and hold with this operator. They really can't advance here. They know probably that both players are going to be sitting here, and there's a player already on low HP. GMD in the red, and it really is just up to player 1. He's got to try and make a move, draw the attention away as GMD comes from the left side. Here's the swing, 1 for 1. They go, but Wardell's got the trade on back. Knives are out in the close range engagement. Time is not on his side, and GMD fakes the bomb, or fakes the spike, and he swings out.
Though damage is scarcely found. Just the amount of util has already held off what has been a constant Gen.G approach to C and B mid. Drone from behind did take down one, and oh my god, it's a game of pixels, Sully. Drone is still alive from this orbital strike. So holding off in the corner of snipers, and there's still yet another person outside the sniper's area to try to help him out. But that's the all-important pick on C, as Wardell has to rotate off of his garage area, leaving garage open, leaving Wardell all alone on C as the spike slowly makes his way up, and these 2 players watching over mid don't even see the 2 players making their way in garage. This is disastrous. It's a 4-on-1 as Wardell has to pop up around the corner. He's getting overwhelmed. effys takes him down. It's a 3-on-4. Again, this is still possible for TSM, but what a disastrous hold in mid.
huynh locked on over towards the garage connector, has the first swing. Drone goes down. GMD takes down Subroza, and it's just Cutler. Disastrous is just an understatement here, Gus. 7 rounds they've been given Gen.G. Their Haven dominance continues as they find themselves 7 out of 10. TSM though, the half is bleak, but it's not done yet. Recover these last 2 rounds of the half, you really do have a game on your hands, but it is going to be difficult. These past few rounds have not been easy for them. They've been getting overwhelmed. The plays from Gen.G, strategically they seem a lot more sound than TSM, but we know what TSM can do. Against Cloud9, they seem to be 5 steps ahead against their opponent. Drone and info play, as he gets all the intel that they will ever need, and Drone is just sticking around to keep them on their toes. effys will spam him down, but he's done enough already. It's up to the rest of his team to hold this one down. Subroza with the hot hands already out, tosses it straight towards that A-side connector as the retake initiates in a 4 versus 5. huynh, they're still locked over towards B. I don't think they're actually even gonna go for this. Maybe they save one of the goes like TSM did. A little bit late to go for it, but at least they attempt it regardless.
So laying around in the back lines. First one out. Sadly is going to be Cutler off the back lines. And man, oh man, MkaeL at least trying to capitalize. Wardell just waiting up in his angle, trying to tap away at some heads. And now it's a one-on-one. Trying to play around the smoke, but effys holding W. Ferrari peeking through the smoke and still getting the job done.
What? No.
0.4.
So 5 shots, and I wouldn't count him out for landing all 5. He has used 1 though on at least Subroza. Curveball goes out. huynh has got to hold the line. Shock darts in as well. Doesn't catch anybody blind. At least huynh isn't. As MkaeL swings out wide, the fault line. That might have been his own teammates. They swing out wide though. Never mind. It was Gen.G. But that doesn't really matter at this point. huynh still sits tight. Another frag from MkaeL. Finally, hazed will take him down. Wardell's got the knives out, but time is not on their side. Wardell is popping off. 3 kills, and they've got the spike down, leaving effys in an uncomfortable position where he has to save. Nothing he can do.
But now that he has an opportunity to actually kind of use his team, it's going to be effys, and effys just has to stay alive in this backside, just trying to make the most off of this hold, just trying to get as much info. But even then, hazed takes it up. Last 2 remaining now as hazed takes down player 1. GMD, huynh, 2 top fraggers for this team throughout the day, trying to hold this down, but oh no. Again, in comes huynh. He takes down 1, but that's going to be the return frag from hazed. Ladies and
yeah, they go 1 for 1, and both of these teams, at least Gen.G, came out with a vengeance. Quick push from huynh to get things off. MkaeL finds one back into Subroza. There's no Cypher Cage allowed here, but they do still have that Omen smoke to play around. And they are still sitting back just a little bit. The Recon Bolt doesn't find much. They are still sitting and waiting. The rest of TSM a little bit stagnant over towards B main. It's a difficult push, a huge choke point, and they're waiting around the corner. MkaeL's got a frenzy at hand, 2 from Market as well. They're stuck, 30 seconds left, and they've got to get a move on. First frag out of bullets. It's Cutler who takes him down, and Wardell, it took him a second to find the head, but at least he finds it nonetheless. Drone drops GMD, and next thing you know, TSM have flipped around, whereas they've got the man advantage, and player run is on the retake.
MkaeL wasn't the one and done, but he's on a frenzy with barely any bullets, and again, that could have acted as a one-way. Player 1 can't see anyone on site, but they can see his legs. Player 1 still has to go through it. He's dropped down to 40 HP, still trying to play up against these 2 players, just playing ring around the rosy. Back towards main, off that zoom, you're safe, you're able to get back on B. It's low risk in a sense and very high reward. At least in this round, it's going to be TSM making their way all towards mid, and here comes the take. effys on the front lines. He does have a kill onto Wardell off of that Odin, and even player 1 capitalizing on Subroza, still on site. Player 1 pivoting, trying to get himself a 4th, but it's not going to work out in this favor. Drone back, but now he's stuck in a 1-on-3, still with the spike to work with, still with 40 seconds, but it's still going to be towards site. You still have Wardell stuck up outside B, waiting up for a pick. And again, usually you would expect Gen.G to be as conservative as possible, but now here comes an actual roll it back over towards Cat. MkaeL capitalizing, he catches himself 1, trying to get himself a 3rd, but Drone is there for the refrag. Things have now equalized. It's a 3-on-3, and effys just trying to find Drone around the corner with the shock darts, and he has the almighty Odin to go.
Highlighted here, effys, Drone, both at a standstill. Sovas are looking at each other, but they don't even know it yet. Smoke goes down, though, from his teammate Zoman, and huynh is looking to get a kill. He's gone all the way through B main, and they know where this hit is taken. effys holds the spray. It's now just down to huynh. How if TSM pulled this one out? 5 seconds left, and he's got just enough time for the spike. He's looking for an early kill here, but if he doesn't find something now, it might just have to be the save, but he's addressing the issue here. He's continuing to push on forward. The knives are ready, the ult is available, but if I'm huynh, I'm going back and I'm saving this, but he's got confidence for himself, and he's going to try and do what he can to get back onto this site.
Here we go again. huynh, how many times are we going to see him attempt some sort of clutch in this tournament? Because man, oh man, it almost seems like sometimes he's a little bit too ballsy for his own liking. And Cutler, he's actually going to catch huynh off the off angle. Gonna have to rotate over. hazed also, oh no, he has the cross going. Takes down huynh. This the lurk. Wardell is going to be joined up by Cutler as they're actually lining themselves up for a B take. Again, huynh, such a pivotal player for a lot of these holds, but still, again, he's capitalizing off of some of these insane takes. Wardell so close to actually getting himself a wallbang frag. Drone still in the back lines, takes down what is the lurk. The trade from effys. Still one more player in the back line, and it's going to be player one draining on back, and that's the site. 2v1 for TSM. Can they close out the half?
They're hoping to get this 5th one here. The confusion caused by drone coming from behind. Mid has been the open avenue here for TSM, and this time they finally make it work. MkaeL, 1 player against 2. He's got the Vandal, and it's a Dragon, so hopefully he can roar this one out, but Wardell has spotted him, and once Wardell's got it...
Oh, here comes the take.
Ooh, that spy cam dart already giving that position away. They're running through the Cypher cage. They've tossed one of their own. Oh my god, the damage! GMD finally takes down Cutler. hazed from the market position has locked in onto one. Player one with that trade back though, and they find themselves a man advantage. They've approached the site from here on out. The spike is yet to go down, and there is at least a flank coming in. Subroza from the back lines. There's a tripwire though that reveals his position, so his flank is now been nullified in terms of the knowledge here. GMD, 1 bullet and 1 kill. It's Wardell now in the 1v4, and it does indeed seem impossible, but you never know with this man. A ghost in his hand and a vengeance on his mind. He's trying to work his way back in though here, Gus. There are a couple players though. There are 3 players though that if he can connect the shots, but he can't. Overwhelmed and swarmed. That's when things could turn around here for Gen.G in this round.
Surely so, but again, I don't think they've been just able to find any advantage thus far. And Wardell, of course, he gets that early frag. hazed over towards mid. He catches down 2. This should just be a cleanup round for TSM, as now Subroza through the smoke collecting 1. Drone playing
Wardell versus huynh. Operated duel we've been waiting for. They both evade each other for now. Wardell's double scope, and he's won that duel here for TSM. An initial kill goes the way of them, and that could be a huge factor in this round. hazed hasn't been spotted by the owl drone. Wardell doubles back. He's got another. GMD falters as well, and he's looking for more. Nearly lands that flick. 2 kills to his name, and MkaeL will finally trade it back here. They'd advanced up the catwalk position, but these last 3 players, they look a little bit lost as hazed has got another. Confused and dazed, effys goes down, and just the 2 last here, Gus.
It's unreal. Still 2 more players. Player 1 is actually going to teleport, but Subroza! Oh my god, he's outside the cage, but somehow MkaeL, pre-firing the corner, does find himself the frag, and he finds himself a 3rd, equalizing things for the team off of 2-on-2. Things are still relatively even. Player 1 has teleported, again, earlier teleported his way over towards B, but now waiting up for his teammate to actually clear out things, has an opportunity to get this plant, but 2 players in heaven, ready to wide swing. MkaeL goes down. Player 1, last person remaining, hasn't gotten the spike down, but finally he's going to get it. He has wasted so much time on site. Color right through the wall.